This is the ultimate guide to Car Crash Studio. I'm showing you everything that you need to know on how to play Car Crash Studio. So let's get stuck right in. But if you do not know what Car Crash Studio is all about, it's basically a game where you can create car crashes and it's actually a lot of fun. So you want to start by clicking start, and I'm going to go ahead and play on my first Tesla to explain to you guys on how to play Car Crash Studio. Everything that you see here might look a little confusing. This is why I'm making this video. I'm going to explain what each and every control does do. You want to start by pressing this box button, and this is where you can spawn in vehicles, paths, shapes. I'm going to start by spawning a vehicle. You can spawn any vehicle you want. I'm going to go ahead and spawn a car. This is going to be your car. If you do go ahead and click this button, you can go ahead and change the speed of your car. If you click play now, this is going to be play. The car will just basically sit there and do nothing, which is why you want to give it some speed. So if I do give it 50 speed now, you can actually go ahead and see that it will start driving forward. So I'm now going to explain how to turn your car, because there's actually going to be something called a node. So if you do place down a node, I'm going to explain what this does do right now. So if you do go to utilities and triggers, this is how to turn your car. You can also drive your car, as I'll show you in a moment. But this is basically going to be, if the car goes into this, it's going to turn. So if you do look at the arrows, you want to basically give it if you give it a 90 angle degree turn, you just want to change the number to 90 and it's going to turn. If you change it to something like 180, well, so you can actually do minus 180, which will make it turn left, or you can do 90, that'll make it turn right. So if you do add a node here, and you can see that we got target angle. If it's 90, it's going to turn right. If you want to make it turn left, you want to do minus 90, and then you'll turn left. So what you want to do is this, and target vehicle. You want to click that and then click this vehicle. Target node, then click the node, and then you can see that the car is now connected to the node, and it will basically go ahead and turn once it does hit this. So I'm now going to go ahead and click play. You can see that the node will turn invisible, and then the car will turn left when it does hit the node, as you can see. And it's now just going to basically do circles, as you can obviously see. You can see that there's multiple nodes. We've got the speed trigger, which will basically make the car go faster. The turn trigger, what will make the car turn. We also got the brake trigger, what will make the car stop. The combustion trigger, what will make the car explode. The sound trigger, the horn trigger, the property trigger. But now I'm going to move on to the path node. So a lot of you probably don't know what the path node does do, but this is actually really good. So if I do put a path node right all the way over here, what you can actually do is click the car, and then you want to target node, and then click the node right here. And what will basically happen is the node's right here, and the car will be attracted to the node, and you'll just drive straight towards the node, as you can see. So that's what the path node does do, and it's actually very useful. But now you might be wondering how to drive your car. If you click the car, at the top right there's actually going to be an arrow, and there's actually something called drive mode. Tick that, click play, select a vehicle to drive, and there we go. We now can go ahead and drive this car, as you can see. So you can actually drive your car as well. So I now showed you how to control your car, how to turn your car, pretty much all of the basics. You can also go ahead and add Ragdolls in the Crash utilities, what can be quite funny if used correctly. So as you can see, we got a Ragdoll, and you can just change the speed of the car to something like 200. And if you do go ahead and click play, you now can see why Car Crash Studio is getting kind of fun. You can do stuff like this, and it's honestly just so funny. Anyway, a lot of you might like this feature, and a lot of you don't know this. Do you see gravity? The lower you put the gravity, the more fun it's going to be. If you turn the gravity to something like 10 and you click play, you can actually see that it's just going to go flying in the air a lot more, as you can see. and it's still flying. So the lower the gravity, the higher the basically move, and it's pretty much like no gravity. If we put more gravity, like 500, you can see that the ragdoll's not going to go anywhere. Just going to get stuck to the car, as you can see, a little bit like that. So you can experiment. You might like a lot of gravity. You might like low gravity. Just experiment with gravity. On what type of car crash scenario you are trying to make for Ragdoll, it's actually going to be really funny. You don't just need to crash cars into other cars. You can actually make it so there's a Ragdoll walking. So the Ragdoll is actually located in Crash Utilities. And once you've actually got a Ragdoll, you can actually make it walk towards something. Maybe like a path node. Put the path node right over here. And then if you do click the Ragdoll again, you can do walk to. And then the path node. Then we can actually go ahead and start playing, and the Ragdoll will literally walk towards it, and the car's literally just flying. So yeah, you can see how like fun this game can be. You can spend hours upon hours making a crash scenario, and yeah, it's just so much fun. You now can make something a little bit like this, a car crash scenario. Are you guys seeing this? Do you think that thing's still alive? That is so sick. I actually love this game. But yeah, you can come up with so many different things like this. But not only that, what you can also do is this. You guys are going to love me for this. You can actually duplicate. Are you guys ready? You can clone this. You can just keep on cloning and cloning. This is evil. This is evil. You can literally just keep on cloning these like this. And basically, all of these are cloned to the path node. So once you've done that, you can select all of these, and then you can actually clone all of these again like that, but bring it all the way back this time like that. And you now can see that we have now a ton of pedestrians crossing a road to the path node, and let's see what happens now. This is gonna be crazy. These two luckily stayed alive, but all of them are now dead. Actually scale and change your character's appearance to something different, like a bacon noob. And you can also scale it so it's really big, like that, as you can see. And if you do click play now, it might be a lot more interesting. I added a wall, so the car's just going to go flying, the humans are going to crash into the wall. And yeah, you can just keep on coming up with tons of different stuff like this. Look at that, it's just such a good game. Hopefully you guys are understanding how you play Car Crash Studio now, but whenever you create a new game, there's going to be a city. The city is going to be really fun. There's so many different maps where you can actually play on. My favorite is going to be the Ravine, but the city is also going to be really, really good as well. I now told you all of the basics about Car Crash Studio. You now can come up with your own car crash scenario. You can come up with millions of different types. You can have a car fall from a roof, or you can have something a little bit like this. Are you guys seeing my one what I made? Are you guys watching this? You're gonna absolutely love this. Yeah, you can come up with something like that. But yeah, there's just so many different types of scenarios that you can come up. I told you the basics now. You know how to spawn cars, you know how to drive cars, place ramps. You know how to use the path nodes. You know how to do everything. So I hope that this video helped you guys out now. And yeah, I guess I hope you'll now see you all in the very next video. That's how you can go ahead and play Car Crash Studio. If you need help with anything, let me know down in the comments. But thank you for watching, and peace out.